Welcome, my belt holes. How you doing today? We got something fancy for you. You guys might have noticed in my last video about Blastapopalous, we got frickin' owned. I was sort of sad about it. It's my first time playing Blastapopalous in a really long time, and it wasn't really that well, he played really well. I didn't play so well, so it's just two games that just barely ended up losing. So what I decided to do is I was like, you know what, guys, it is actually quite difficult to commentate while playing the game, and when I'm playing for big, bad medallions like this, I don't want to lose them all. I want to get to 10 million medallions. That's my goal. So I gotta win some back, guys. So I wanted to try doing it without live commentary. So this is actually post-commentary right now. I'm going to show you guys 3 games that we played on Blastapopalous right here. Should be pretty exciting. I know. I'm pretty excited to show you guys. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than last time. I already know what happened, but, you know, it's just more fun to pretend a little bit like things could go very, very wrong very, very quickly. I mean, like I said, we're playing for big money here, so we're playing fairly good people overall. This guy's name's Bloons, by the way, which is the 4-2 ninja upgrade. And the first thing I noticed is that he's not doing the exact right Dart Monkey farm start. It's something that's kind of silly that you have to start off in a very particular pattern, but if you get this pattern right, it's going to help you out a bunch. So what I did was I actually sent out a few red balloons against this guy to cause him to get a 0-3 Dart Monkey. And then I was able to get my second banana farm just a little bit quicker than him, and that right there didn't just like cause me to win the game or anything like that, but every little tiny little thing that you can do to give yourself a slight advantage will add up over time. So another thing I'm doing is I'm sending out pink balloons against this guy to make him build another Dart Monkey as well, and he doesn't really do it right away. It took him a few seconds to actually get that stuff going and everything, and that meant that he was using up at least a few sets of his road spikes. So if I'm not mistaken, I think the road spikes are actually more than 10 pops. I think they're like 15 pops or something like that. So when you're getting like 45 pops on for free, I mean it can be a huge swing in how many bananas you can actually end up getting in the first part of the game. So I was able to get 3 banana farms over here, and I know we're going to talk a lot about banana farms today. I'll talk a little bit about some other random stuff as well, maybe some fun stuff that I don't know, a really fun story that I had a long time ago, or a random dream that I had recently. Holy crap. Let me tell you guys about the dream really quick before we get into the really intense action, but I do want you guys to focus on his weird farm action. Selling, buying, doing weird things, trying to put them together. Like, I mean, I think this was his first Blastapopalous game in a while as well. Kind of like I had my first Blastapopalous game 3 games ago. But now I got everything sort of situated. I know where to build things. I know where to go. And this is causing me to do a little bit better. But anyways, I had this really weird dream where I was, I had this guy, I don't know exactly how it started. I think this guy was playing basketball or something like that, and the ball rolled over near me or whatnot. But I didn't pick up the ball or anything like that. I was just walking away. And then this guy was badgering me about stealing his basketball. Right? I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, you stole my basketball. And I'm like, no, I didn't. He's like, you stole my basketball. I'm like, no, it doesn't look like I have your basketball. And he's like, probably in your car. So I'm like, okay. So anyways, this guy's just badgering me and hounding me and just being kind of a jerk to me for no reason. I didn't steal his basketball. He's following me and everything. I'm pretty sure I'm with my girlfriend or something like that. So I'm just like, I'm trying to do something here, man. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. So, I need to talk about the game for a few seconds, because this is where it starts to get really intense, my friends. If you noticed, I don't know how he did this, but he was able to catch up on banana farms. I don't know how. He sold things, he bought things, he sold things again, and he still caught up on banana farms. Very confused on how he did that, but whatever. So at this point, I sent out a regen lead. I'm like, holy crap, he doesn't have the nuclear sub up yet. He's going to sell a banana farm to get the regen lead popping power over there, and that's going to be able to stop all those balloons. So that's pretty solid right there. Did a good job. But he had to sell a banana farm. And what I did was I actually ended up getting super greedy, guys. I went all the way up to a 3rd tier banana farm before I got my nuclear sub. And I was going to sell at 2-0 if he forced me to. But luckily, he didn't force me to. I was able to get my nuclear sub up. And guess what, guys? Once you get the nuclear sub with the Dart Monkeys, it's nearly impossible to pretty much get anything through him. You know what I mean? So, there are things that can go through. I mean, like, regen rainbows, like, maybe. I mean, you'd have to do, like, a really big rush or something like that. But if you do, like, a really nice ceramic you know, mixture of other Bloons kind of rush, you might be able to sneak some stuff through. So I know a lot of people like to do a really easy win where you just send out a couple like leads or something like that, and then pop a regen ceramic underneath it, and then the nuclear sub doesn't do anything against those ceramic Bloons. So whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, he's gonna go for a gigantic regen rainbow rush against me. This thing's huge! Come on, Chris, get some micro up in here. 3-0 boomerang, get another one of those guys. 3-0 boomerang again. Will we lose this game? And we do not lose the game. We survived. We were super greedy with everything, but we ended up making us... we ended up not losing this game. We built a bunch of 3-0 boomerangs in time, and holy crap, dude, that was freaking intense. I was not expecting that whatsoever. And I was thinking, like, you have to send out a gigantic regen rainbow rush to get through my defense right here. I didn't really have a juggernaut yet, and I just kind of freaked out a little bit. Luckily, I sold the right banana farms, the right amount of banana farms, to keep myself going in here. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to counter him with stupid rushes that will not kill him. You know what I mean? I'm just going to waste all my money if I keep doing that. So I don't want it to become an even playing field. I want to keep my advantage. And to keep my advantage, all I got to do is just defend a little bit while getting my banana farms going. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to get my 4th tier banana farm. And now I have a delicious, delicious, delicious amount of money. And I know what he's going to do is he's going to try and sell things to rush me. Or he's just, like, he basically got to rush me soon, or else he's going to for sure lose this game. So he's going to try and do some weird rushes. I'm going to try and do a few ceramics against him. We forced a battle energy on him. And I noticed, guess what, guys? We're just about to get our 4-2 banana farm. Bam, Shazam, we're getting $900 per crate over here. It's about that time to do some, you know, a little bit of defensive action as well. But I want to start getting my rush ready. So I'm going to get ready for, you know, just a reasonable defense, just in case he rushes me with BFB or Moab or something like that. And I want to start rushing him. We got the Moab going in against him. Looks like he's going to rush me as well with this, I don't know, I saw the balloon energy. What he's going to pop out? Oh, he's going to pop out a couple Moabs. Just one Moab with some leads and stuff, though, as well. Regen ceramics and everything. Very nicely, like, timed rush. But we got the Super Monkey Fan Club, and the Super Monkey Fan Club's easily going to be able to defend these guys, where the Moab just cannot do anything. You can't do anything to the Moab on his side. And Blue Jitsu doesn't have the ninja. Does not have the ninja, and ends up being defeated. Alright, so fantastic game so far. He went for a really, really risky regen rainbow rush. Almost paid off. Cost us 60 lives. And for a regen rainbow rush to only hurt somebody 60 lives is actually pretty surprising. Like, that's... We got really lucky with the amount of popping power that we got out of my 2 3-0 boomerangs. All it took was one shuriken going the wrong way or whatever, and we lost that game. So, anyways, we're going to find another game over here, of course. And let me start finishing up my, my dream story. So let me just recap really quick. Guy said I stole his basketball, started hounding me, being mean to me and everything, and then started following me to my car. And I'm like, whatever, dude, if you want to follow me to my car, that's fine. I'll go and I'll show you my car, and I'll show you that I don't have the basketball. And it's like, okay, fine. So, I didn't mention this, by the way, but I'm not 100% positive that this was Mark Zuckerberg. But it was Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so it was Mark Zuckerberg in my dream. He was hounding me about this basketball. No idea why. So, by the way, we got Pulsar over here, and I'm going to try a different strategy, by the way. I liked the sub and everything, but I want to try out the boomerang. So, I think if we get the boomerang and we get a Glaive Lord on the top, like, the top leftish part of our screen, near the end part, the boomerang should be going against the grain, and they're going to do a lot of popping power. It might be easier than doing the sub, because the sub could not stop that regen rainbow rush very easily, but a boomerang to Glaive Lord can. So that's why I decided to go with the boomerang instead of the sub, but I realized something very, very quickly. Kind of right from the get-go, I'm like, uh-oh. We're not on the right side this time. The Glaive Lord is actually going to go with the grain, which I know some people still for some reason think with the grain is the same thing as against the grain, but that's not true. Against the grain is so much better. Trust me on that. It is better. Better. Even when somebody tried to prove me wrong, they're like, no, Chris, you're completely wrong. With the grain is the same thing as against the grain. We did a test together, and I proved him wrong. He's like, I did my own test, and that's not what happened. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, dude. You did the test all wrong or something. So anyways, Mark Zuckerberg is hounding me about this basketball. And I'm like, all right, man. So we go to my car. My girlfriend's just chilling there or whatever. I think I'm pretty sure it was Amanda. It could have been a really hot Swedish model girlfriend. I don't really remember what she looked like, but so I'm trying to show him. I'm like, I open my trunk, and I'm like, there's nothing there. I don't have it in my trunk. This is where all my sports equipment is, because I actually do have all of my sports equipment in my trunk, by the way. By equipment, I mean I have like a frisbee, a basketball, I have some cones, a softball, a baseball bat, soccer ball. No, I don't have the soccer ball in there anymore. A couple other random things. I don't really. Oh, my frisbee golf discs. I do end up playing frisbee golf every once in a while. Yes, I do. And just a couple other random things, just sports related that I'm like, oh, hey, if anybody ever wants to play anything, I'm prepared. I love sports. If you guys don't know. As soon as I show them, I'm like, I don't have a basketball in there, by the way. I don't have basketball. So maybe like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my brain is trying to tell me something like, Chris, you need to put a basketball in your freaking trunk. You just need to. But anyways, I showed him like there's nothing in my trunk, and he's like, oh no, I don't believe you. So then he starts going in my car and like starts lifting up the seats and like messing things up, and I'm like, no, like get out of here, like you're not allowed to do that. Like, and then he's like, no, you stole my basketball. He's like very adamant that I stole his basketball. He thought he like knew for sure that I stole his basketball, and I'm like, okay, man, you're kind of crazy. So then anyways, we kind of like get like behind my car, kind of like near the trunk area, and then he starts like pushing me, like shoving me a little bit, and I'm like, don't do it, man, don't do it. I'm getting really angry. Just getting, you know, ready to get all hulked out and everything. So anyways, shoves me a little bit, and then I take my fist and I go boom, and I smack him in the face with my gigantic knuckles and crush it. But right at that exact point, I woke up and realized that I didn't just do it in my dream, I did it in real life. I punched as hard as I possibly could, and I swung to hit this guy. So that's how like real this dream was, or how like angry my brain got that it wanted to, you know, punch something that bad. That it broke through the sleep barrier. Whatever that thing is that stops you from moving in your sleep, even though you're dreaming about moving and everything. That got broken. Broke it, and I punched. Anyways, I was in the same bed with my girlfriend. Obviously, we were both sleeping and everything. And bam, like I went like that, and she's just like, "What just happened?" She like woke up and like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know." I got really angry. I got really angry, and I punched this guy. And then, yeah, so basically I just punched in my sleep. Luckily, I didn't hit anybody, but it was just a very, very drastic move. Anyways, check this out right now, guys. We got a regrow lead rush coming out against us. My 3-2 boomerang's doing a decent job of defending it. Not perfect. My dart monkeys are kind of spread out throughout the map, though, instead of all bunched up in the back corner there. It is round 12 already. I don't have my Glaive Lord yet. He's got a pretty decent defense over there, but it's not perfect. Anyways, he's going to go for a camo regen lead rush this time. A pretty beefy one at that. I really just don't have enough money yet, so I'm going to go for a Glaive Lord. We got some camo zebras coming out as well against it. I'm going to pop in a few extra darts over here. We got a Juggernaut in there. It's going to defend with the battle energy, but barely. The Glaive Lord did a terrible job. Terrible job. If that was going with the grain, would have easily stopped it. So anyways, I decided to go for a mini counter rush right here, guys, with my Zebra Rush, but he pops in a quick 3-0 boomerang as well. So it's kind of funny that we both decided to go for 3-0 boomerangs against each other. But his 3-0 boomerang spot is like 50,000 times better. Like I said, if he gets a Glaive Lord up, whoop-de-doop, man, those glaives are going to pop so many more balloons than my stupid Glaive Lord up here. Like I said, I lost lives to regen leads and zebras. Like that should not happen. Like if it was a gigantic balloon energied regen rainbow rush, I might understand. Not to leads and zebras. No, just no. So anyways, it's a fairly tight game at this point. You know, Pulsar is playing really well. I got a little bit more bananas than him, but also I have my Glaive Lord. I want to point that out. I have my Glaive Lord. That guy has to save my butt, but also at the same time, I know that he's kind of weak. He's not as good of a Glaive Lord as I'd like him to be. You know, he's got to be better. Got to be better than that. So I'm gonna pop in a few extra dart monkeys in here, getting ready for the Moab Rush. A lot of people like to do one Moab, just a single Moab against you on round 18, and that can cause a lot of problems. Because if you don't get a Super Monkey Fan Club or don't get something up that can defend that thing, it can be very difficult. So I went for more of a defensive approach. He decided to go for another offensive attack against me, and I'm actually going to have to defend this thing with a boomerang, believe it or not. We need a 2-3 over here. I cannot afford this guy. I barely missed the amount of money that I needed for a 2-4, so I ended up selling another banana farm to get a 2-4 over here, and will we be able to defend? A few lives will end up almost sneaking through, but we stopped it with the 2-4 boomerang. Without that 2-4 boomerang, we definitely would have been dead. Definitely. There's no question about it, man. We would have been doomed. So it was a tight game so far, guys. It's still fairly tied. I mean, we got 312 income. He's got 0. Does that matter? Probably not. Or at least he's got something close to 0. But I need to go for a rush now. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dart monkeys? He's got 14 dart monkeys over there, man? Redonkulous. He's got too many, actually. You only need 10. If you build more than that, you don't know which ones are going to turn into Super Monkey Fan Club monkeys. Well, you do know, but it's just going to be the ones the closest to the top, which is kind of weird, honestly. It's kind of odd. I had to figure that out. I was kind of confused on which ones turn into dart monkeys. But there we go. He's going to try and defend this guy. Will he be able to defend it? Looks like he's doing a pretty decent job. Super Monkey Fan Club. Oh, he battle energies it as well. Oh, snap. Alright, good for him. But now what we need to do is we need to come in with a secondary rush. Once you go for one BFB, you cannot stop. You need to keep on going. So I was thinking a gigantic grouped BFB rush is probably what we need to do next. So I'm going to send out one. You're thinking, oh, you're only sending out one, Chris. That's not a gigantic group BFB rush. But it's not round 22 yet. Round 22 is going to happen really nice and quick. Come on, round 22. Come on, there it is, round 22. So we're going to try and get a gigantic BFB rush in here. We got 4 BFBs coming out at once. One's already kind of causing some issues. Now we got 3 on top of each other. And he's got the Super Monkey Fan Club going with the battle energy and everything. Looks like he might be able to defend this rush, but it's not going to be enough. And Pulsar will be defeated by the first BFB that we sent out. So overall, 2 really tight, amazing games so far. Right now, I'm 2-2 in the Blastapopalous arena, so I feel pretty good at this point. Let's see if we can get make it 3-2. See if we can earn some medallions off this guy. So now we've got Pulsar again, and he's not bad. He's got Black Diamond, so I think Black Diamond, that might be. Does that mean he won the leaderboard at some point? I'm pretty sure it does. Black Diamond, I'm pretty sure that's first, maybe second on the leaderboard at some point, which is kind of ridiculous. Anyways, this is the last game, guys, of the video, and we're gonna replay that guy that we just beat. Let's see if we can do it again. So this time, though, I'm like, screw it. The boomerang did not work out very well at all. I need to switch over to the submarine again. So I'm gonna pop submarine, especially because I'm on the left side, guys. The left side, like, if I was on the right side, I might be willing to try the boomerang out again, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So anyways, I'm trying to pop my dart monkey in a little bit better of a spot as well. Also, I tried to put the dart monkey kind of further to the right when I had that boomerang, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but when I did that, I allowed myself some room for the boomerang. So I don't have to do that today. Solid and everything. Anyways, have you guys ever had any other really crazy dreams that, like, you kind of, like, I don't know, like, I've had a couple dreams where, like, somebody dies or something like that, and then I wake up and I'm sad. And you're just like, wow, you don't realize that the dreams can actually affect you or something like that. Or this one time, I had this really, really intense, super in-depth dream that my best friend that I made in the dream, it was so, I don't even understand. It was like, I met this guy, we became best friends, we hung out, it was like a super in-depth dream, like, lasted months, if not years or whatever. Maybe it was movie style or whatever, I don't know. It wasn't like Inception where, like, I got stuck in my dream, in the third layer of dreams forever. It was more that just, like, time skipped a little bit. It wasn't like every single second was a second, it was like, alright, 1 week later, 3 months later, type of thing. Anyways, I was super good friends with this guy and everything. Everything was going fantastic, and then he died. I don't remember how he died, though. Pretty sure it was some sort of, like, car accident or something, like, normal. Like, usually my dreams are, like, freaking zombie apocalypse or, like, something really crazy happening, or this guy, Mark Zuckerberg, attacking me about basketballs, all this stuff. But, pretty sure it was just, like, a normal car crash or whatever. And then, when I woke up, I'm like, I miss him so much. I miss my best friend, but he never existed. Isn't that weird that things like that can happen? Dreams can be very powerful, my friends. That's why I liked Inception so much. Because, like, dreams are something that are kind of like, Inception the movie, by the way, if you guys haven't watched it yet, highly recommended. Fantastic movie. I actually ended up watching it twice, which I almost never watch movies twice. The only thing is a lot of people were saying, I didn't understand that movie. It kind of sucked because I didn't understand it. I'm like, how did you not understand it? Like, it was fairly straightforward. I realized that they were going into levels of the dream, but if you paid attention just a little bit, you should have been able to understand what was going on. So he's going to rush with a gigantic yellow rush right here, guys, but I do something fantastic. And I popped 2 0-0 dart monkeys over there. before I battle energy. And what that allowed me to do is to keep all the dart monkeys battle energied as I upgraded them. That is something that you probably should learn if you become a better player, is that if you battle energy and then build something, it doesn't have the battle energy on it. But if you build it, then hit the battle energy, and then upgrade it, then it still will have the battle energy. And that's very, very important for a lot of those crazy rushes that happen right around, 8, 12, 13. 18's sort of important as well, but not quite as important as those crazy rushes right around now. So anyways, as far as banana farms are concerned, it's going pretty smoothly so far. He's playing a lot better. You can tell that last game he was struggling a little bit getting his banana farms all set up and everything. This game he's using a very similar strategy though. He's using the dart monkeys in the exact same spot, using the juggernaut in the exact same spot. I like his juggernaut spot, by the way. It's a nice one. I might even think about just kind of stealing it or something like that, doing a similar strategy. But here we go. Here's the kicker, guys. He's got a monkey ace. So I'm actually going to do a rush before he gets the 2-3. He gets the 2-3 up in time, and he's going to be able to defend these zebras over here. He had to sell a banana farm to do it, though, so we do have a slight banana farm lead at this point. Plus, we've got a nuclear sub, which is slightly better than the monkey ace, depending on who you're talking to. I don't know. I like the monkey ace on most levels, but on this level, I don't know. Yeah. But he's got the juggernaut as well, so the camel legs really aren't as big of a deal. So I guess it's a pretty even game at this point, Pretty even game still. We made him sell his banana farm, but he's just going to buy it back anyways, so it's pretty tight. But now what I want to do is I want to get my 4th tier banana farm. That's, of course, my main goal at this point. I'm going to try and, spend all of the extra money that I have on banana farms. But I wanted to get an extra dart over here. Now, I haven't seen this guy. Last game he did not rush me with those ceramics, but he was fairly aggressive. So I felt like I needed to make sure that I combated his aggressiveness by popping some dart monkeys in sort of odd spots to kind of just clean them all up or whatnot. So anyways, it's round 17. Round 18 is going to be the tough one. Moab's up the wazoo, baby. Moab's up the wazoo. So, also my 4th tower is a cannon, so we're probably going to end up using that guy as well. I'm going to pop in my sub over here. I noticed that when I played in my last video in Blastapopalous, that other guy really liked using the airburst dart sub. And I felt like it was a good idea, and I felt like, you know what, maybe I should steal his idea, and let's do it as well. Let's get a nice 2-2 submarine over here, and defeat this Moab. Now, this is not requiring any battle energy to pop these guys. We got an extra juggernaut in the back as well to help pop these Bloons, but he's got 2 grouped, or kind of spaced Moabs over here, and we're easily able to take him down. So guess what, guys? He just wasted a ton of money. Has $3,000 on those Moabs over there, as well as lowering his income by up to, it's probably like 120, which, isn't that important when you're going banana farms, but still, it is a surprise. And again, every little bit counts, guys. Every little bit here, every little bit there. It adds up. Alright, so, we've got our 4th tier. He does not even have a 3rd tier yet, so this is looking good as far as bananas are concerned, but I'm just worried about a rush. If he rushes me, I'm not really sure how I'm going to defend it. So let's see if we get the 4-2 over here. Is he going to allow us to... No, he's not going to allow us to get it, so I'm going to have to, Super Monkey Fan Club? What do you guys think? I don't know, we're trying to get Super Monkey Fan Club at this point, but it's going to be a little tough to get that guy, so we're going to try to... we got enough dart monkeys over here, kind of, sort of. We're gonna have to sell our banana farm, I think. I'm trying to think about how I want to sell things to the Super Monkey Fan Club and stop the Bloons. Super Monkey Fan Clubs are not good against Bloons. So anyways, he's gonna go for a 5th Moab over here as well. A well-timed 5th Moab, too. So I got my Super Monkey Fan Club and my 4th tier cannon, and we're gonna easily be able to defend this rush right here, guys. But we had to sell the banana farm, and that's where the problems arise. I don't want to rebuy it. He's just going to keep making me sell it and rebuy it and sell it and rebuy it, and that's going to cause even more issues for me, and hopefully he's just going to slowly drain me of energy and eventually kill me. So we can't let that happen. We got to go for the offensive here, guys. So we're going to go for a really nice BFB rush right here. I was thinking maybe a Zomagad, but if he countered me with group BFBs, I'd be basically doomed. So I decided to go for the BFB rush instead. There's almost Bloons going through over here. He ends up ground zeroing it, though. Oh, no. So he ground zeroes it. Is he going to get the second ground zero up in time? It looks like he's not going to. And we could kill him right here, but he gets it up in time. Oh, no. All right, guys, this game's going to get ridiculous. He's probably got a nice solid $10,000 built up. How are we going to end up killing him? Oh man, I sent out another BFB, but then he insta-kills it with a Buccaneer. Nicely played. I'm going to send out 2 grouped Moabs over here, trying to take him down. I'm almost out of money at this point. If he defends just a little bit more, I'm done. And there's another Super Monkey fan club. He's going to be able to defeat these ceramics. We got to go for one last BFB and hope that this is the final straw that broke the camel's back. The final straw, my friends. Let's see if we can make it happen. Oh man, we had to sell our 4th tier cannon as well to get even more BFBs coming through. He's trying to get the Super Monkey fan club back. Will it be in time? He gets it up, but it's not going to be enough balloon popping power, and Pulsar will be defeated. Fantastic Blastapopalous games today, my friends. We ended up doing a pretty decent job overall. I'm actually very happy with how things went. Make sure, if you guys enjoyed this video, press the like button for me. And join my Discord if you want to be in a nice, fantastic community. Thanks for watching, and have a super duper delicious day.